guys, it's Mimi. I have another fun book today. This is another Junie B. Jones book that I am reading per the request of my older children. And when I say older, I mean in their 20s. And this book in particular, which is Junie B. Jones, is a party animal. I remember sitting on the bed together and laughing and laughing and laughing as we were reading this book. So I hope you guys enjoy it as much as we did. Chapter 1, The Richest Nana. My name is Junie B. Jones. The B stands for Beatrice, except I don't like Beatrice. I just like B, and that's all. I am almost 6 years old. Almost 6 is when you ride the bus to afternoon kindergarten. My bestest friend named Grace rides the bus with me. Every day she sits right exactly next to me, 'cause I save her a seat, that's why. Saving seats is when you zoom on the bus and you hurry up and sit down. See that picture? And then you quick put your feet on the seat next to you. After that, you keep on screaming the word, saved, saved, saved. And no one ever even sits next to you. 'Cause who wants to sit next to a screamer? That's what I would like to know. Me and that Grace have another bestest friend at school. Her name is Lucille. Lucille doesn't ride the bus with her. Lucille does not ride the bus with us. Her Richie Nana drives her to school in a big gold car. It's called a Cadillac, I think. And guess what? Today, that big gold Cadillac was driving right next to the bus. I banged on my window, very excited. Lucille, Lucille, hey Lucille, it's me, it's Junie B. Jones. I'm right next to you on the school bus. See me, Lucille? I'm banging on my window, very excited. Lucille did not see me. Yeah, only here's the problem. Your Nana just speeded up her car and now you're zooming way ahead of me in the bus. And so how come I'm still shouting at you? That's what I'd like to know. I sat down and I smoothed my skirt. Lucille's Nana has a lead foot, apparently, I said to that Grace. Lucille's Nana is rich, she said back. Lucille's Nana is very, very rich, I said. She owns a big, giant house with 1,000,000 rooms in it. And she lets Lucille's whole entire family live there. 'Cause it's way too big for just one Nana. Wow, said Grace. I know, it is wow, Grace, I said. My Nana just owns a plain old regular house. That's it. That Grace did a sad sigh. My Nana just owns a condo in Florida, she said. Then me and that Grace looked at each other, very glum. Our Nanas are losers, I said. After that, we didn't talk the rest of the trip. Only, guess what? When we got to school, we saw the Nana's big gold car. It was parked right in the parking lot. Me and that Grace run speedy fast. Lucille, Lucille, it's me. It's Junie B. Plus, it's that Grace. We are running to see your Richie Nana. We opened the door and sticked our head inside. Hi, Nana, I said. Hello, Nana, said that Grace. That Nana looked surprised at us. Yeah, only you don't even have to be afraid of us, I said, 'cause we know your grand girl very good. Plus, we won't even harm you. Me and that Grace got in the back. I rubbed my hand on the seat. Ooh, I love this rich velvety interior, I told her. I put my cheek on it. These seats are ooh la la, Nana, I said. Look at that picture. Isn't that funny? Lucille looked grouchy at me. Don't call her Nana. She's my Nana, not your Nana. Lucille, said the Nana very shocked. What's gotten into you? Your friends are darling. Yes, Lucille, I said, I'm darling. Plus, that Grace is darling. And so, back off. Right, Nana? The Nana did a loud hoot of laughing. Hey, you are the friendliest Nana I ever saw, I said. And so maybe me and Grace can come to your Richie house sometime. Lucille's Nana did another loud hoot. Then me and that Grace did loud hoots too. All of us kept laughing and laughing, only not Lucille. Chapter 2, Excellent Work of Us. Lucille sits at my same table in room 9. She kept on being mad at me, only I don't even know why. That's a lovely sweater you're wearing today, Lucille, I said, very pleasant. She scooted her chair away from me. I scooted next to her. Ooh, is that sequins I see on the collar? 'Cause sequins are my favorite little shiny, roundish, beady things, I told her. I touched one of the sequins. Lucille pushed my hand away. I tickled her under the chin, very friendly. Coochie coochie coo, I said real fun. Lucille turned her back at me. I swinged her ponytail. Swingy, 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 I sang. Just then, Lucille springed out of her chair. Stop touching me, she hollered right in my face. My teacher hurried to the table, speedy fast. Her name is Mrs. She has another name too, but I just like Mrs., and that's all. I smiled at her, very cute. Hello, how are you today? Me and Lucille are not even fighting. We are just having a loudish conversation. Mrs. looked funny at me. I think you mean conversation. Oh, I must have said that differently. Oh, conservation. We are just having a loudish conservation. That's what Junie B said. Mrs. looked at me funny. I think you mean conversation, Junie B, she said. Conservation is when people save something. I tapped on my chin, very thinking. Then all of a sudden, I jumped up real excited. Yeah, only I do, Mrs. I do save something, I said. I saved that Grace a seat on the bus. I shouted across the room. Grace! Hey, Grace! Tell Mrs. how I saved you a seat on the bus because she thinks I don't know my words, apparently. That Grace shouted back. She does, teacher. Junie B saves me a seat on the bus every single day. I smiled very proud. See, Mrs., I told you I saved something. Mrs. stared at me a real long time. Then she closed her eyes and said she needs a vacation. Pretty soon the bell rang for recess. Lucille didn't even wait for me and Grace. She runned right out the door without us. That's how come we had to chase that girl down and surround her. I made my voice very growly. I am at the end of my string with you, madam, I said. How come you keep being mad at us? 'Cause me and Grace didn't even do anything to you. Lucille stamped her foot. Yes, you did. You ruined everything. I was begging my Nana for a little white poodle, and she was almost going to say yes. And then you guys got in the back seat, and now everything is ruined. I did a huffy breath. Yeah, only that's not even our fault, Lucille, because we didn't know you were begging. We just wanted to see your Richie Nana, and that's all. I don't care, said Lucille. You should have stayed away. You guys have your own nanas. Just then, me and Grace got very glum again. I know we have nanas, Lucille, I said, but they're not Richie nanas like yours. That Grace hanged her head. Our nanas are just regular nanas, she said. They're duds, I said real soft. After that, Lucille acted nicer to us. Sorry, she said. Sorry about your regular nanas. I was just upset about not getting my poodle, that's all. Usually my nana gives me whatever I want. Just then I smiled real big, 'cause a great idea popped in my head, that's why. It came right out of thin air. Lucille, hey, Lucille, maybe me and Grace can come to your nana's house and we can help you beg for a poodle. I danced all around. And here's another great idea. Maybe we can even spend the night, possibly, because me and Grace never even saw a Richie house before. Plus, that way we can beg for your poodle the whole entire evening. All of a sudden, that Grace started dancing. And dancing all around too. When can we come? When can we come? She asked. I clapped my hands, very thrilled. I'm available on Saturday, I believe, I said. Me too. I'm available on Saturday too, said that Grace. Lucille thought and thought. I don't know about Saturday, she said. My mommy and daddy and brother are going away for the weekend, so it's just going to be my nana and me. I jumped up and down. Hooray, I said. That will work out even better, because now we can beg your nana with positively no interruptions. Just then, Lucille started to smile. Hey, yeah, why didn't I think of that? She said. I pointed at myself. Because I'm the brains of this outfit. That's why, I said real happy. After that, all of us skipped around and around. Plus, me and that Grace did a high five because we're on our way to the nanas, of course. Chapter 3, The Rules. Guess what? Guess what? On Friday, Lucille's nana called my mother. She invited me to spend the night with Lucille on Saturday, and Mother didn't even say no. My feet zoomed all around the house when I heard it. I'm spending the night! I'm spending the night! I'm spending the night! I shouted. I zoomed into my baby brother Ollie's room. Hey, Ollie, I'm spending the night! I'm spending the night! I'm spending the... Just then, my mother runned in the door. She swished me right out of there. It was not pleasant. I brushed myself off. Yeah, only you shouldn't actually swish people, I said, kind of quieter. My mother raised her voice at me. How many times, Junie B, how many times have I told you to stay out of Ollie's room while he's sleeping? Huh? How many? I thinked for a minute. 1,000,000 bazillion, I said. But that's just a ballpark figure. Mother glared at me, very mad. I rocked back and forth on my feet. A ballpark figure is when you don't know the actual figure, and so you make up a figure, 'cause that will get people off your back, I explained. My boyfriend's name is Ricardo, and he told me that. His father sells insurance, I believe. Mother tapped her angry foot. We are not talking about Ricardo's father, Junie B. We are talking about going into Ollie's room while he's sleeping. And besides, I haven't said you could spend the night at Lucille's. I want to talk it over with your father first. I hugged her leg. Please, Mother, please, please. I'll be good, I promise, I promise. Just then, The front door opened. It was my daddy. He was home from work. I run to him speedy like a rocket, and I hugged his leg too. And he couldn't even shake me off. I'll be good, Daddy. I promise. I promise. I promise. All of a sudden, Mother swished me away again. She put me down in the living room. Then she and Daddy did whispering in the hall. And guess what? They said I could go to Lucille's. Yippee! 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 I shouted. After that, I started to zoom some more, but Daddy quick grabbed me by my belt. Yeah, only here's the problem. I'm not actually zooming, I told him. No, here's the problem, said Daddy. Before you spend the night with Lucille, you have to agree to all the rules. I raised up my eyebrows. Rules? I asked. There's rules involved? Lots of rules, said Daddy. Then he and Mother bended down next to me, and they told me the rules of spending the night. They are: no running, no jumping, no shouting, no squealing, no hollering, no snooping, no spying, no arguing, no fighting, no cheating at games, no talking back to the Nana, no breaking other people's toys, no grumping, no crying, no fibbing, no tickling people when they say no, no staying up late, and absolutely no headbutting. After I heard the rules, I did a sigh. Yeah, only that doesn't actually leave me much to work with, I said. Mother ruffled my hair back. Sorry, kiddo, but that's the deal, she said. Take it or leave it. Take it, I shouted. I'll take the deal. Then I kissed Mother and Daddy on their cheeks. I hugged them very tight, and they couldn't shake me off again. Okay, we're going to take a little break, and then we'll be on to the next chapters.